I 21 lost my mom when I was a baby. My dad didn't date anyone until I was around 9, and then he met Lindsay, a single mom with 2 kids. Her oldest was 11, and her youngest, 6, had complex medical needs. They rushed their relationship because she didn't have much free time and needed help, and my dad was willing to jump in. At first, I tried to be optimistic, but things quickly turned bad. Money was tight, the house was filled with medical equipment, and I didn't even get a proper bedroom, just a curtained-off section in an office. Lindsay's oldest started acting out within a few months. She stole money, snuck out at night, drank, did drugs, and physically bullied me whenever I got in her way. Meanwhile, her youngest needed constant attention, which meant my dad spent most of his time focused on him. There were periods, like when her son was hospitalized, where I went 6 weeks without seeing my dad. I literally had to survive off notes telling me to find food at friends' houses. I begged my dad to leave and let it be just the 2 of us, but he said we couldn't walk out on this family. He told me his marriage and happiness had to come first and that I needed to accept it. He said that good people help family and that I could learn a lot about life by caring for Lindsay's son, but to me, it always felt like I was ignored, trapped, and forced into a situation I hadn't agreed to. By the time I was 15, Lindsay expected me to help constantly with chores and errands. When I refused, my dad told me I couldn't disrespect my new mom. That led to fights where I finally exploded, telling him I hated that this had become my life, and that nothing good had come from their marriage. Nothing changed. At 17, I left. I had no plan, no savings, just like he had left me with a note years before, but I couldn't take it anymore. I went to live with my maternal grandparents, who had been searching for me, and finally started a new life. I didn't stay in touch, and my dad never told anyone where we were going. A few months ago, he reached out wanting to reconcile. I ignored him at first, but eventually replied, telling him he made a huge part of my childhood hell and chose his wife over me. I told him I deserved to put my happiness first and that I didn't want anything to do with him. Since then, he's been messaging me constantly, saying I need my dad and that I should try to work things out. He comes across desperate and erratic. I can understand he thinks he was doing the right thing, and that he deserved happiness, but I can't forgive the way my childhood was treated as secondary. I had to survive, and I made the choice to protect my own life and mental health. I want nothing to do with him.